Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. And if you're new here, I'm Antoinette, a New Zealander living in Germany. Over the years that I have been living in Germany and learning the German language, I will often discover words that I absolutely love, and I will think to myself, why do we not have this word in English? It is genius. I think that the German language is such a beautiful, poetic language, and there are so many words in the German language that are used to describe thoughts and feelings and emotions, and many of these words just don't have an English equivalent. So in this video today, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 awesome German words that I wish we had in the English language. So the first word is Zeitgeist. And I'm not a native German speaker, my pronunciation is not perfect. So this is what it sounds like on Google Translate.
Zeitgeist.
So the meaning of Zeitgeist is the defining spirit or mood of a particular period of history as shown by the ideas and beliefs of the time. I think this is such a perfect German word, and this describes exactly how I feel sometimes when I am walking through some of these beautiful medieval towns and villages here in Germany. I feel like I have been taken back in like a time machine. So to break it up, in English, Zeit translates to time and Geist translates to ghost. So it's like a ghost going back in time, and you're experiencing these feelings that you would have felt during that time. Well, this is how I translate it. I guess you could also use it for like an era of fashion. So if somebody is reliving an era, so like the 70s, if they're dressed in like 70s style clothes, it's like reliving that era. If you're German and you're watching this and you feel like I might be explaining these words wrong in English, or like you think you might have a better translation, then please feel free to share that in the comment section below. Okay, so the next German word that I wish we had in English, this is probably one of my favorite German words. I think it is just amazing. This word is actually really hard for native English speakers to pronounce. I'm going to do my best. Fernweh. So this is what it sounds like on Google Translate.
Fernweh.
Fernweh. It is translated in English to wanderlust, which is also stolen from the German
Wanderlust.
And it doesn't mean the same thing, because I've talked to a lot of Germans about this word, and it is much more than just wanderlust. Like, wanderlust is a desire to travel and see the world. Fernweh is like a need, like an urgency to do that. It's like this pain that you feel in your heart when you want to experience something so badly. It's actually kind of like the opposite of homesickness, where you just have this like urge, this like desperate desire to travel. And I have had this before. I always knew that in my heart I needed to experience other cultures, I needed to travel, I needed to see the world, I needed to meet people from different cultures. Some people are just content where they are, but other people, they have this strong craving to explore and see the world and travel as far as they can. Okay, so the next German word that I wish we had in the English language is Liftloss. So that's how I say it. This is how Google Translate says it.
Luftschloss.
So in English, this literally translates to castle in the air. So there is no word in the English language that can describe this. And so Luftschloss, this is when you dream unrealistic dreams. So for example, the other night I dreamt that I was flying over the ocean like a bird to visit my family and friends in New Zealand. This was an amazing dream. I wish it was real, but never in a million years would I be able to fly to New Zealand like a bird. I think that Luftschloss is such a cool word for describing dreams like this, and we do not have a word like this in English. I wish we did. So another German word that I think is so cool and I wish we had in the English language is Sprachgefühl. So that's how I say it in my Kiwi German, and this is how it's pronounced on Google Translate.
Sprachgefühl.
Sprachgefühl. And Sprachgefühl is literally translated to feeling for language. And so we wouldn't say that in English, feeling for language, we would say a talent for languages. So this is a word to describe somebody who has a real talent for learning languages. know, like polyglots who are fluent in like 30 foreign languages. That just absolutely fascinates me. I would love to be a polyglot. I would never be, but I'm fascinated by them. And you know, just some people, they are just quicker than others at picking up languages, and not only languages but pronunciation. You know, like my friend Haley Alexis, she also has a YouTube channel. I think that Haley has Sprachgefühl. She has a talent for learning languages. She picked up the German language so quickly, and her pronunciation is so good, and I really feel like that is a talent. And also I think my husband is so much quicker at picking up languages than I am. I have to really work hard, and it comes very naturally to him. Okay, so the last German word that I have on my list is Waldeinsamkeit. So that's how I say it. That's a bit of a mouthful actually, and this is how Google Translate says it.
Waldeinsamkeit.
Waldeinsamkeit. And this is a word to describe the feeling that you get when you are amongst nature. So this translates literally to solitude of the forest. And I think this is just such a beautiful word, such a peaceful, wonderful word. And just, you know, that feeling when you are very enlivened and you're just so connected with nature, that feeling when you are just in the moment, when you are just very present and you don't have distractions from the outside world. When you're amongst nature, it's just a beautiful, natural feeling that it can't really be described in the English language, and it's described perfectly in the German language. And I think it doesn't have to be directly related to nature. It can be maybe just being in the present moment, like sort of a form of meditation. And I know that a lot of people who visit New Zealand have this feeling, because New Zealand is such a beautiful, like isolated country. I know my husband definitely had this feeling, and we don't have a word to describe it in English. So anyway guys, that's all I've got for this video. There are so many more beautiful, wonderful German words that I wish we had in the English language. If any of you have some favorite German words that you also wish would be part of the English language, please leave them in the comment section below. I'd love to hear. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. I would love you to subscribe to my channel. Feel free to connect with me on Instagram, and I will see you again really soon. Bye.